just keep going. I'll tell you. And we are back. It is another glorious day to be working on the banana. What do we got today? Winch?
Yep.
We can get that mounted?
Pretty sure.
And then we're gonna try to get it started today. Trevor, does that sound right?
Guess is as good as mine.
Oh,
All
I guess
right.
so.
I guess so. We're gonna get it running today. And then there's a bunch of other stuff we're gonna be doing. Stick around for the video.
Stick around.
Okay, so the next thing on the list is gonna be coolant hoses, mount winch, and then put wiring on there again for Trevor. Bump stops. If I think of anything else, I'll add it in my own handwriting. This is obviously the wrong hose entirely. It's too short and it's too small, but this is gonna be a little bit of a acrobatic challenge, I'm realizing.
Is it going to clear the hood?
That's, yeah, it'll clear the hood. But yeah, that's a question, because that won't clear the hood. We're gonna be pushing the limit of what this can do. Oh, that is the right size. It's just not the right length. Oh my goodness. I think it'll work. And then this one will be, it's gonna go right there, and then it's gonna turn around under here. Does that look okay? Probably
Yeah.
Up against this for protection. This is going to attach right there. I want to be lower than higher, boxed on the top, then come down, and then down here. So this is what sets the altitude. That's what locates how far out from that is, and it comes around this corner, and like 3 plug welds in it.
And we don't need a bumper.
No,
per se.
no, this is the bumper.
Work.
Yeah. So now I'll weld this to the Jeep. It's an inside joke. What do you think of that?
I like it. Turning out pretty good. So, if you were thinking this winch plate wasn't going to be strong enough, you were right. We would never run a winch like that. So I built these patterns to cut out for gussets. And those gussets go underneath. I've got some that just look like that. And then we'll have more behind the winch, like on the upper portion, just to tie that into that so that there's no flex anyway. I'll get those cut out and then I'll show you when I'm done. Ta-da! Badlands Apex winch. Please winch responsibly. All right, so we are in the middle of our thrash to get this thing running by Thursday so that we can shake it down Friday, and then I'm gone for how many days?
A week.
I'm gone for 7 days. Fan bolts, that's done. Check. Trans lines, that we could be working on that today. Steering bolts, I did those. Coolant hoses, that's something I can work on today. The wiring, bump stops. I think we'll just run those bump stops and see how they do. Transmission fluid, and then antifreeze. I got some of it. Okay, so while you weren't looking, I put it in the front seat. Anyway, we're only going to be putting it in the driver's seat to be able to make it drivable on their recovery, because at this point that's what we're getting it prepped for. And Trevor's been hard at work wiring.
It's another day here at Moore, and we have this beautiful list to look at. We're gonna go over it with you so that we know what to do today. PSC. The links need to be tightened up. Trans lines need to be installed. Coolant hoses, wiring. That's, me and Trevor are gonna hit that. We're gonna do the dash wiring and ignition wiring to get this thing running. Bump stops, we just need to slap those in. Transmission fluid, that's an important one, and antifreeze. I can put that in before the hoses are on, right?
What you got going on with your hair? You look like a regular Tony Little.
Thank you. I don't know who that is. You look shocked.
I don't remember this many connections on it. Anyway, Rudy's gonna help me figure this out.
It's gonna be a piece of cake. I mean, the plugs can only go into other plugs that match it, right? So eventually, we're just gonna like run out of plugs. It's like a puzzle.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. It is another day in the shop trying to get the banana done.
Rudy and I are leaving tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. for a week-long vacation that I don't need, but I have to take. And we haven't heard this run yet. 2 days after we get back from vacation, we are going to the Sierra Nevadas for Operation Golden Nugget. And I haven't heard this run yet.
We are so far behind.
In case you didn't know, Matt hasn't heard this run yet.
We're gonna fix that at some point today.
So I have no accessory power. I got no accessory power, so I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just keep looking until I find it. Find the problem.
What you doing that for?
It needs to be modified to fit. So there's a tight 90 that needs to happen at the bottom of the radiator, and this piece is too long. Okay, so I went ahead and installed the new radiator, the one I modified, and I got the upper hose put on, the lower hose, got some sort of contraption down there to make it for that 90, and it comes up right there. So now we'll fill it with antifreeze and start the engine. Right, Trevor?
I think this is the problem, but I don't know where that thing is. The immobilizer might be right there, but I don't know. You're the Jeep guy.
This is my immobilizer.
It doesn't say anything right here. I think that's the key. But I don't know.
I can't find all the stuff. Either I didn't get all the PSC parts, or we've lost them, or a combination of both, but I'm missing the breather. The whole box is right there. Like, it didn't get dumped out or moved or anything weird, but we're missing parts. So I got up early this morning and went over to Eric's House of Hose and Motion and Flow to try to find fittings, and I don't have all the fittings. Seems to be the same thread, literally the same thread. I'm just gonna goop it up and put it in. I made a hose too short, but we can start it with this hose and Trevor will make a new one. I think this is gonna be going about like, yay. All right, let's get ready to do this other end. I guess it's ready. And then let's start filling
that thing up?
Yes.
There it goes.
Yep, about to find out how good of a job we did. It's slowly going down.
Yeah. Try steering the wheel. Oh, that's getting the air out. Oh, that's totally doing it.
I mean, this is terrible.
What do you spend all that time in the gym for?
What am I spend all the time in the gym for? For looks.
Me too.
Yeah, it's doing it. All right, we'll just leave it there and let it drain for a minute. There's power not getting somewhere, and Trevor's gonna figure that out.
20 amp fuse. Little guy.
Where are the fuses?
Okay.
Vroom, vroom.
Okay, turn the key on, let me feel it.
I can't tell.
Hey!
You got
Oh
stuff?
my gosh, Rudy.
It was me. I did it.
Okay, what'd you do?
Alright, we're gonna try to start it.
I didn't put one of the connectors in all the way because I thought it was enough.
But it was there, so it looked like it was in.
How long have you been trying to figure out this problem?
A few hours.
Alright, we're gonna start it up, Lizzie.
Hear it idle for a second.
Got a dead hole?
What are you talking about?
I said, has it got a dead hole?
I smell things burning.
It's not sporadic. It's not like a camshaft. It's a rhythmic miss. So it could be a bad coil pack, or it could be that this injector doesn't have. It's still pumping air through it because doesn't have a return.
I didn't hear it over here, but.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rudy.
No.
Appreciate it.
No problem. Wiring is my specialty.
So it turns out all day long, Trevor has been literally losing his hair and growing an ulcer, and it was because Rudy didn't plug something in that he was supposed to plug in. He plugged it in halfway. It's not that he just forgot to do it and like, I'm not gonna do it. He's like, I'm just gonna do this halfway.
No, that's exactly what I did.
He didn't say I'll do it halfway, he said I'll get to that later. And then he forgot about it.
I didn't forget about it. All day I'm like, I should go tighten that up. I was just like, nah, I'll do other things.
This makes it even worse, Rudy. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'll show you what I did. It's all my fault. So there's this plug right here. So you have to tighten it up with the bolt through there. You have to tighten it up with the bolt, and I just didn't tighten the bolt up, so it wasn't making proper connections. I just did it finger tight.
Like one connection was making it through. The power to everything else was making it through. So it was really weird. As I traced stuff, and then I put my hand on there, all of a sudden there was a bunch of clicks. And I said, Rudy!
All right, so before we can test drive this, there's a couple things that need to be finished up. We need to finish the cooler lines, and we got the hose for that. And then I think we need to take the hood off. I don't think we're going down there with the hood. We need to bleed the power steering fluid, make sure we get all the air out of that. We need to make sure we're topped off in the transmission, and we need a radiator cap.
We forgot that yesterday. We were there even.
It just sounded like it had a dead hole, but it's really calm. Like it takes forever when you get vapor
Yeah.
lock. It takes a while to get it out because those injectors are just pumping air out.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it yet.
How you doing, Ed?
Coolant hoses.
Yep, it's running. They're gonna go take it for a test drive.
Oh, wow.
What? Oh, it's not on right now.
That's it.
Okay.
Can I do a burnout? Should I do a burnout?
Your dad would, but I don't know if that makes it okay.
It's never been tested with these big of tires on. warning whistle for AC?
Oh, maybe.
Blinkers.
I'm not feeling any power. The engine's already broke in.
So we're good?
Supposedly.
We have no front drive line, right? Yeah.
Sounds pretty mean. Limbo?
That's shouldn't be hitting the rev limiter. Come on.
Have a limp mode?
I don't know. Like, I think it does, but I don't think. Like, why are we hitting it?
Well, there's a ton of wiring stuff disconnected. That's enough! Now we gotta clean up the shop.
Well, we got it running as promised, but there's something wrong. It's in limp mode and it's definitely got a dead cylinder. So Trevor's gonna be looking into that way. I'm in Florida. Actually, me and Rudy, my whole family's gonna be in Florida. We're gonna be there with Fab Rats. But that's not important right now. What's important right now is that this stop happening and this start happening. So I'm pretty sure it's something in the wiring. What do you think? What are your guesses?
I don't want to throw myself under the bus.
Are you worried about it though? That's the question.
I can
fix it.
So while we're gone in Florida, the off-road recovery duties fall heavily on Trevor's shoulders. So fingers crossed for no recoveries so that he can get this done.
I can look.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, we were gonna do it together?